Good morning, my YouTube family, Tim with Outdoors for Adventure. This morning we're going to roast some more Copa Capuna. Not sure I'm pronouncing that right. In the last video we roasted a pound and I went to the dark side of the bean. Today we're going to go a little bit lighter and try to stay in the medium range. This coffee came from Coffee Bean Corral. They have many different beans from many different regions, so be sure to go check them out on their website and order your green beans for roasting at home. And there's their phone number and their website. Now we already have measured out 1 pound of beans, just a little bit over, and I've already got the coffee roaster, the homemade coffee roaster, heating up. So we're going to get a good preheat on there. I'm going to try to film the beans a little bit different in there when it gets going. I've got our cooling pan laid out. I still have to go get the spoon and our hot pads. But other than that, we are ready to roast some coffee. And also in this video, we're going to do some shout outs. I've got 10 channels that I'm going to give shout outs to. So in just a minute, we'll get to roasting. Okay, we now have our coffee roaster preheated. So we're going to go ahead and add our little bit over 1 pound of our green coffee beans that we got from Coffee Bean Corral. Really best to turn your stir on at the beginning so you're not putting extra force on it, but I forgot, so I will just go ahead and turn it on now. So we've got the heat going, we've got the stir going again, and I'll add in some footage from this little camera of the beans as they're roasting. But all my coffee beans, I normally never do a light roast because I like darker coffee. So I'm going to always go medium or a dark. And most of my roast times from the time I add my beans averages from 15 minutes to 20 minutes. I would say, anywhere in between there. But I've got to where I don't even time it anymore because it's more of a, in my opinion, it's more of a looking at the bean type of thing. As I explained in my last roasting video. But as you can see, we're going. I got the Coffee Bean Corral, Copa Capuna, if that's how you say it, going in the homemade popcorn, popper, turbo oven combination coffee roaster that I put together. And I don't even know how many pounds of coffee this has done because I just built it. And I've been roasting with it for a very long time. And it does a really good job. But while that's spinning around, we're going to go ahead and do some shout outs. And as y'all watch those beans go round and round, I'm going to holler out some channels that y'all need to go check out. Now all these channels are different. For most of them, I'm interested in a lot of different things. So this is just some of what I like to watch on YouTube. And there's going to be a couple channels that are newer channels that I haven't been subscribed to for long, but I enjoy watching them and I thought I'd give them a shout out. I'm going to give a shout out today to our Discovery Planet Traveling. Jim Timber. Clayton County History Hound. Dominic Minischetti. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that last name right. So it will be spelled out on the screen. And of course, who dat 3020. Another new channel that I have found is Walt Reven Jr. You can see the husk flying around inside there now. Beans are turning from green to tan. Another shout out goes to Good Time Camping. Got a plane going over. I want to look in here and see how them coffee beans are looking. Hope they don't get too close to the book. Okay, we have CLC in Florida. We want to give a shout out to Diggin' It. And then last but not least, we have another newer channel for me that I found on YouTube, and that is Fireball Fred. You will see the channel names in this video, and the names and channel links will be in the description of this video. Be sure to go check them out. They're great channels. There's a lot of great content on there. And I enjoy watching them. Maybe since the sun's not shining today, I see my shadow in here. Move around, see if I can't get a good shot somewhere. Now I see a tree. You can see the husk flying around in there again. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this part of it because you can go to my other videos and you can see the beans turning colors, but I will get some of the different stages here. Okay, we're getting darker. Won't be long, we'll be at a, that's kind of a milk chocolate. Light roast. We're gonna keep going. I haven't heard that first crack yet. Oh, I heard a pop. Heard another little pop. Now we've almost finished off that last pound we roasted. We go through quite a bit of coffee. And it seems like if we have home roast in the cupboard, that goes way faster than the store-bought. Another pop. I'll be watching it really close now. A lot more smoke. We're going for a lighter roast than last time. Last time I went ahead and went pretty dark. And I found with these beans, you can go a medium and they taste fine. You can see this is an espresso blend. And the darker roast that I did the other day ground fine for espresso coffee would be awesome. We just been grinding it as a regular coffee, and I've used it in my drip coffee maker, and I've used it in the French press, and it's wonderful. If you like a darker, deeper coffee, then the darker roast will be for you. Like I said, this roast we're going to go milder and stay more medium. I can hear the beans popping. So in just a little bit we're going to stop it. I want to go a little darker, but I don't want to go near as dark as I did my last one. As last time, I had my cooling pan here. Go ahead and put this way. I'm going to turn the fan on high. Got my stir stick ready. Give it a good smell. I'm actually going to lift this off, cool the heat down a little bit. I think that's where I want it, right there. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to bring y'all in real quick. It's a lighter brown. I'll compare this to my first roast in a little bit. We're going to turn our stir off. We're going to remove this metal section. Now we're going to pour them on the cooling pan. You can see all the holes in there. See them flying off? Oh. Got some stuck underneath the tip. Let's go ahead and grab our fan. Get some of that blown out of here. Set this back down here. Let's stir these beans a little bit. Oh, they're beautiful. Hold this fan up a little more. Pretty good. Just let that blow on them for a little bit. So here's our beans. They are lighter. That's what I wanted. I want to try them just light. Now I don't think I'd go any lighter than this. Aren't they pretty? But that's our second roast of this coffee. Hope y'all enjoyed. Please go down there and give us a thumbs up. And go down in the comments and let us know if you prefer medium, dark, or even light coffee. Let us know what roast y'all prefer. And go down there and subscribe to our channel so you'll be notified of when new content comes out. Okay guys, I told you I'd give you a comparison of what these beans compared to each other look like. There's a little bit of husk that didn't pop off of this one. It's no big deal. But that's, my lighter to, medium roast. And then over here was my darker roast, and you can see a bad spot. I call it a burnt spot myself on that bean right there. Because I did go to the dark side on this, and you can see the oils from the coffee bean forming on the outer side of the bean. This has a rich, deep, dark taste for coffee, and this over here will have a milder, still a robust flavor. Now for espresso, you would want to go more this roast than you would that roast. But anyway guys, now you see the comparison, and there will be different flavors coming from the medium as to the dark. But y'all go pick you some up at Coffee Bean Corral. Okay, now I want to compare the two roasts together after they've been ground. Now you should be able to look at them from right here and tell which is the medium roast and which is the dark roast. Now let me state now that this could be a lot darker. This is the dark roast. Now I could have went darker with this and still been a good drinkable coffee, especially for espresso. Of course, this is my lighter roast. I think like this, you can pretty much tell the difference in them. Now, from my experience so far, this is a good coffee. This dark roast is a good coffee, and it would be an exceptional espresso. I would do a finer grind than this for espresso though. This lighter coffee, I actually think I'm going to prefer this one. I do know when I ground it, to me it just has a way better smell. It kind of, to me, smells more buttery or nutty. And I like those flavors in coffee. And I haven't tasted this yet. I'm fixing to go ahead and make a cup with a French press. I do like this coffee. There's nothing wrong with this coffee. I think personally I'm just more of a medium roast type of person, but there are times I like a strong roast, and there's times I like espressos. And like I said, this is going to be, if I wanted to use this bean for espresso, it would be a good espresso. But that's the two different grinds.